So we're back. Told you guys. I'm going to keep doing this. So yesterday we left off on God being finished with the sixth day, creating bugs and the wildlife and all that. So today obviously is the seventh day. So let me read the last sentence before I stop. It said, God saw that he had made, and indeed it was very good. Oh, then God saw everything that he had made, and indeed it was very good. So the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Now this is verse 2. Thus the heavens and the earth and all the hosts of them were finished. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had done. And he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work which God had created and made. This is the history of the heavens and the earth when they were created, in the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens, before any plant of the field was in the earth, and before any herb of the field has grown. For the Lord God had not caused it to rain on the earth, and there was no man to till the ground. But a mist went up from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground. God had not caused it to rain on the earth, and there was no man to till the ground. But a mist went up from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground. And the Lord God formed the man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. The Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. And out of the ground the Lord God made every tree grow that is pleasant to the sight, and good for food. But the tree of life was also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Now a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it parted and became 4 river heads. The name of the first is, I don't know how to pronounce this, Pishon. Let's look at the bottom. I don't know. Okay. Pishon. I guess that's what we're going to call it. It is the one which skirts the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. And the gold of the land is good. Bdellium and the onyx stone are there. The name of the second river is Gihon. It is the one which goes around the whole land of Cush. The name of the third river is Hiddekel. It is the one which goes towards the east of Assyria. The fourth river is Euphrates. Then the Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden, to tend and keep it. And then the Lord God commanded the man, saying, Of every tree of the garden you may freely eat, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat of it you shall surely die. And the Lord God said, It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helper comparable to him. Out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every bird of the air, and brought them to Adam to see what he would call them. And whatever Adam called each living creature, that was its name. So Adam gave names to all the cattle, to the birds of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helper comparable to him. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall on Adam, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs, and closed up the flesh in its place. Then the rib which the Lord God had taken from the man he made into a woman, and he brought her to the man. And then Adam said, This is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore a man shall leave her father and mother, and be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And they were both naked. The man and his wife were not ashamed. Okay. So that is that one. So I just ended right before Genesis 3. And then we're going to go into the Message Bible. And I'm going to read exactly what I just read, but out of the Message Bible. God looked over everything he had made, and it was so good, so very good. It was evening, it was morning, day 6. Heaven and earth were finished. Down to the last detail by the 7th day, God had finished his work. On the 7th day he rested from all his work. God blessed the 7th day. He made it a holy day, because on that day he rested from his work. All the creating God had done. This is the story how it all started, of the heavens and earth when they were created. At the time God had made earth and heaven. Before any grasses or shrubs, he sprouted from the ground. God hadn't yet sent rain on the earth, nor was there anyone around to work the ground. The whole earth was watered by underground springs. God formed man out of dirt from the ground and blew into his nostrils the breath of life. The man came alive, a living soul. Then God planted a garden in Eden. In the east he put the man he had just made in it. God made all kinds of trees grow from the ground, trees beautiful to look at and good to eat. The tree of life was in the middle of the garden, also the tree of knowledge of good and evil. A river flows out of Eden to water the garden, and from there divides into 4 rivers. The first name is Pishon. It flows through Havilah, where there is gold. The gold of this land is good. The land is also known for a sweet-scented resin and the onyx stone. The second river is named Gihon. It flows through the land of Cush. The third river is named Hiddekel, and flows east of Assyria. The fourth river is Euphrates. God took the man and set him down in the Garden of Eden to work the ground and keep it in order. God commanded the man, "You can eat from any tree in the garden except from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Do not eat from it. The moment you eat from that tree, you're dead." God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I'll make him a helper, a companion." So God formed from the dirt of the ground all the animals of the field and all the birds of the air. He brought them to the man to see what he would name them. Whatever the man called each living creature was its name. The man named the cattle, named the birds of the air, named the wild animals, but he didn't find a suitable companion. God put the man into a deep sleep. As he slept, he removed one of his ribs and placed it with flesh. God then used the rib that he had taken from the man to make woman and presented her to the man. The man said finally, "Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. Name her woman, for she was made from man." Therefore a man leaves his father and mother and embraces his wife. They become one flesh. The two of them, the man and his wife, were naked, but they felt no shame. Okay, so, obviously that was really short. It was, verse 2 to 3. And maybe some days I'll make it a little longer. But for right now, I'm just going to take it slow. And yeah. So if you guys have any requests or anything that I could do better or anything, just let me know. And I'll try to do that. I was just trying to see if my video camera would have a better lighting, because this sucks. I don't know why it's yellow. Usually if I go like this, yeah, like that. Ooh, magic. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep doing this every day. And yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna do the bottom part of the Bible, the reading of the study guide anymore, because I don't know why, but for right now it takes forever for a video to like format, and then it takes forever for the videos to upload to YouTube. I don't know why. It wasn't like that before. So for right now I'm not going to be doing that anymore. But yeah. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, also, little thing to think about, because I was thinking about, in one of the verses, forgot what verse it says. Let me find it. But basically it says, God created man and woman, and he made them in his image, right? So it says Genesis 1 verse 27. So God created man in his own image. The image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. Then God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue. And then later, like a couple verses later, it says, God created Adam, like he blew the breath of life into his nostrils. So I wanted to know if you guys think, does that mean God created us, all of us, in the spirit? Like he created our spirits and he gave us life in the spiritual world. And then later he created man, like an actual man, like, on the earth. So just tell me what you guys think about that. Me and my husband talked about it, and I talked to my mother-in-law about it, and she thinks it means is going back and further explaining creating man and woman, which means Adam and Eve. But I don't know. You got to think out the box with the Bible. But, it might be that simple for that verse. So just let me know what you think. And just leave comments below. And just lets me know, because I just want to know what everybody thinks. I want us all to share our ideas. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow.